opening kickoff. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the legendary Ncaa would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
They'll ride the hot hand. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Using the quick game. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Off the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Wormley. On the move at the 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Corrals it at the 45. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Dropping back, it's Kelly. Fires to the big fella. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy because of his frame. You're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
The Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. To the air on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
The give out of the gun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, on the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest, This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
A strike downfield. All kinds of room to the right. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Brings up second and goal.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got the quick pass. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. We'll start this second quarter with a field goal attempt. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. This is now a 7-point game.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To throw, it's Kelly. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete. I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Back to throw, it's Warner. Unloads it left. Got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Bruin! Great job by the back on the option.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes a connection. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me, RD.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Wormley. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll give it to the back. Past the sticks and still on his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this ground. And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Kelly. Right down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but they left some points off the scoreboard there.
With the catch, it's Cox. There he goes. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got an open man. Open field on the right. Touchdown UCLA. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, how about the big athlete, the ability to catch the football, and then also do damage after the catch. You see so many athletic tight ends nowadays with physicality and the ability to make you miss. He breaks a tackle and goes a long way for the big touchdown.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a man, it's Kelly. Unleashes one. Got it in the middle, it's Wormley. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Wormley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking the shot. Pulls it in down the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Warner. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Looking left. Another incompletion on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Good right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over first and 10.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have some.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off play action. Moving away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Warner. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. The running back has it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the move, it's Cox. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still use those long arms to create the turnover.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Kelly. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
And the Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking for a man. It's Kelly. Quarterback adapting. Touchdown Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. First play of the drive wants to throw. With the catch, it's Leon. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He rifles one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
He wants to change this route. out of the gun, the inside give. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Warner. Makes the catch, it's Leon. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So
he's got it inside the 15. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Right on the money. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Got a man, it's Fowler. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Dropping back, it's Warner. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
And this incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly complete.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4 yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Warner. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. It's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Unloads to the wideout. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Back to pass, it's Warner. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And fired the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Power ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality.
Touchdown, UCLA! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Kelly. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. Trying to impose their will with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Handoff to the lone back. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Kelly. Finds his man. It's Wormley. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down late in the game. I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it. Because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
This isn't the only victory bell in college football.